Okay, let's see if this is gonna work. I'm gonna try to do this audio only because I'm not feeling myself today. If I'm being honest with you, it's been a rough weekend. It's Sunday at this point, and it's beautiful outside, which I love, but I'm also kind of like, what the fuck? Of course, it's beautiful outside when I'm feeling like a goddamn potato. So that's rough. Um, Mother Nature decided to hit me hard, hard this time around, and Friday I had to freaking call off work because I could not be in the light, if that makes sense. I had such a bad headache, and it was in like the back of my head. It's like someone just decided to completely ram their fist through the back of my head. That sucked. I went back to sleep. I took some meds. I woke up. I tried to get hydrated. I ate something. And it was like, no matter what I did, it was just not helping. So that was rough. And then, she decided to make her appearance Friday night. And sorry, I have Nova right next to me, and this just cracks me up. I'm like, look at me. It's my first guess. Hey, Nova. I'm like, hey, Nova girl. What's up? Anyway, oh, do you hear her? I don't know if you hear her or not. She is just, we're laying here on my bed, just enjoying the nice weather with the windows open. Um, so yeah, Mother Nature decided to make her appearance Friday night. Thank God, because like if I called off work because of all this pain and she like didn't make an appearance, I was kind of concerned. Like I felt like someone just blew up a balloon in my body and I felt like I had a tire around me. It was the freaking worst. I don't know why recently it's been like this, but like it seems like she's just not happy. So, whatever. Anyway, yesterday happened. I felt a little bit better. Didn't have my headache anymore, thankfully, and then still felt bloated as all get out. But it again was so beautiful out. It was like 60 and sunny, and I just love the sun. So we were out, we were walking around, we went to like the markets, we went to this place called Sally and Sammy's, which was delicious. It's just such a cute little shop. I feel like I love this area that I live in because there are so many small businesses. It's just incredible. I feel like I can like discover a new one every weekend. I love it. And then we went to the outlets in Gettysburg and I got to try like a smoothie from the smoothie company, which by the way, $10 for a smoothie, kind of ridiculous. Like that's a lot of money to spend for a freaking smoothie, but it was a decent size. Like it was probably like 30 ounces. And it did use fresh fruit. Like I did watch them cut up fruit and put it in there. So fruit's expensive too. I get it. Anyway, so that was our Saturday. And then it kind of sucked though, because by the end of Saturday, I was like, I am craving, food that's bad for me. Like the way I wanted Papa John's in my body immediately was terrible. But I was like, I feel like I spent so much money. Oh, we also went to Goodwill. Forgot about that one because we're at a photo shoot next weekend. Woo! So excited about that. And Danielle needed like, I don't want to say a suit per se, but like a suit looking fit. So thankfully we were able to find everything, like shoes and all. Nova, chill. Um, she's really enjoying this window being open right now. Don't you even dare. The way this girl hears a dog barking 4 houses down, and like that dog never shuts up. I don't care. Whatever. We're fine. But she hears it and she goes wild. Don't even. She's literally looking. No. Anyway, this is probably even worse because it's only audio. So yeah. We had a really good Saturday. Came home and then oh god, sorry. And then we relaxed and it was just like a really nice Saturday. And then today woke up and Danielle and I were both like, what are we even doing today? And she was like, I don't even know. And I was like, well, I do need to go to Sam's Club for a few things. So we did have to do that. But like once we stepped outside, I was like, oh, it's so nice. It's like feeling 76, which it definitely should not be in March. Global warming is a thing. I don't care what you say. wild to me that it feels like this in March right now. But I guess we're at the end of March, but still, I think the average temperature was kind of like yesterday. Like, it should only be in the 50s right now. Regardless, something about it being this nice out, though, like, I want to pop my puss. Unfortunately, I can't for many reasons. One, she's not exactly happy right now. Again, Mother Nature not being nice to me. Two, it's definitely not actually time for that. And three, I don't feel like spending the money to pop my puss. But still, so I was going to just enjoy the rest of the day with Danielle, and then Danielle was like, "I want to go to the gym," and I was like, not me, girl. I'm doing this thing where I'm like listening to my body. Weird, I know, and I'm very much enjoying it because I don't feel guilty at all that I'm not going to the gym right now, because I'm like, nope, I don't feel good. Like, I feel fine in like the headspace, but the way that if I walk too long, I need to genuinely sit down because my body hurts. Like, my uterus feels like a rock and my back hurts, and I just feel, I hate it. I also love how us women are just supposed to walk around and just act like nothing's happened to us. Meanwhile, again, we're fighting a whole freaking war. It's so stupid. A man could never, okay? I don't want to hear it. A man could never. Um, but yeah, so we came home, and then she goes, "Well, I'm going to go to the gym." And I said, "Yep, couldn't be me. Goodbye. Have fun." And she was like, "Oh, are you going to record a podcast?" And I said, wasn't planning on it, girl. I was just going to open up the windows and enjoy the fresh air, but okay. And then she was like, "Well, I want to hear another episode." And look, I love my fiance. I'm actually in love with her. Cannot wait to marry her. But it cracks me up because no one, like, I think maybe 3 people actually say they listen to this. So I'm like, "Girl, you want me to just talk just so you can listen to me later?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay. You know what? I'd do anything for that girl. So if that's what she wants me to do, that's what I'm going to do." And here we are. No, Nova. This girl. I love her, but she is all over the place right now. Anyway, but yeah, we're having a great weekend in that aspect. I'm glad I'm feeling better. Back to work tomorrow. I'm happy it's the end of March. I'm not gonna lie, the next few months are going to be freaking chaotic though. I'm pretty sure almost all of my weekends in April are already booked up. I have my first wedding of the year in May. It's the first weekend in May, so like, we're in crunch time. Thankfully, I was able to get my dress into the alterations person, so she has it for now. Let's hope that I fit into it better next time I go, because this first time I went and I did not like how it fit me. Let's just say the chest was not able to be breathing and moving, so that wasn't great. So I am gonna probably like try not to eat as many like irritating things and, things that make you bloated. I'm gonna try to continue my, cardio and just continue moving. I really have changed my mindset on the way that, like, I know I'm not gonna ever like lose weight per se, just because I don't. I guess I'm not strict enough with myself is the wording I want to use, but regardless, I very much I know that like movement is good for my body regardless, even if I don't lose the weight. So I have been enjoying just staying active and moving and just, you know, I honestly, this is kind of fucked up, but like, I walked for 32 minutes on the treadmill at like a 4% incline. And the way I wanted to pass out after that, I was just walking. I mean, I was going at like, 3 miles an hour, I guess. So it's not like it was a slow walk. It was a decent pace, but like, I did not realize how hard walking can be on my body. I was like, "Damn, girl, like, shape up. What am I doing?" So, need to get back into the gym more per se. But it's also like starting to get nice out. So I'm also like, we need to go hiking and like go be in nature, because I would rather be in nature than freaking in a gym anyway. I mean, I feel like it's more realistic to be in a gym for like work day evenings, because we go after work. But like on a weekend, I'm like, let's just go on a hike in the morning or something. But then I'm also like, ooh, but like, do I have fresh hair? And like, what other scheduled things do I have? Oh, wedding stuff. I have a lot of things that are like coming up, and I'm very excited about it. But I'm also just like, wow, I don't know when I'm gonna have another weekend like this. So I think I'm just gonna enjoy this whole like lounging around and just getting to like relax for a second. Because I have like, a bachelorette coming up, I have a wedding coming up, I have uh once May comes and you have like Mother's Day stuff. I think we might try to do a small trip. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry if you could hear everybody outside just with their, music cranking. Love this for them, but Jesus. Um, but yeah, I just feel like I have a lot coming up in general. I can't think of what else I have in May. I feel like I have something else coming up in May and I just cannot remember right now. Regardless, June is Pride Month, which we freaking love. We always go all out, and we usually do something every single weekend for that. July is my birthday, and I turned 30 this year, so I have to like schedule what I'm doing for that. And I do want to do a 30th birthday photo shoot. Like I've already found inspo of what I want to do. I just need to actually find the person to help me with it and schedule it, and also schedule like, you know, how I want to do like my hair and figure out my outfit and such like that. Um, so that has to be a whole event, but that's, it just feels like there's a lot. I mean, also in June, I have another bridal shower for the second wedding. And then in September, I have that bachelorette with that one. Oh, and that bike sounds like it's going to blow up. Not my problem. So yeah, I have like that bachelorette in September, and then like October is that wedding, and then it's like by October, I love fall. I love fall. But it's like, okay, by October, and by the time that wedding happens, and by the time I get to like, calm down and relax, it's gonna be the freaking holiday season already. And it's like, damn, this year is like flying by basically. It kind of sucks. Like, this is why I knew in the beginning of the year, like, that Danielle and I were going to have to do venue tours so early, because I just knew that like the year's going to fly by. We're going to get busy. And unfortunately, I'm not able to just tell people no in certain aspects. Like, I already agreed to obviously be in these weddings, and I'm so lucky and so thankful I'm getting to be in the weddings. So I can't exactly just be like, yeah, I'm just like not going to show up for the bridal shower, or I'm just like not going to show up for that bachelorette. And hey, don't worry about any other things you want to do wedding wise. I don't care. I'm not going to be there. Like, no, I kind of already agreed to it. So I'm definitely going to be there for those things. So it's just going to be a busy year. Let's hope for good weather and good times. I'm really excited to like finalize what venue Danielle and I want to go with, because once we have that finalized, I feel like her and I get to kind of start planning. And again, I don't think that that's going to happen this year. Like maybe by the end of the year, we'll start actually planning things. But just regardless, like I'm so excited to be able to just focus on her and I, and not, external things. But these first two weddings definitely have my attention for now. So no problemo there. Regardless, I'm happy that it's nice out. I'm happy that moving in the right direction. It is now spring. Oh my gosh, we are out of the winter. Hell yeah. Thank the Lord. Every single time that it would look like precipitation was coming, and I'd be like looking at that temperature mark, I'm like, don't you turn into snow. Like, we had a snowstorm, and then we had another one that happened like 2 weeks after that, just basically put things, I swear, like the snow did not fully melt until probably end of February, beginning of March. Like, that's kind of wild, because that snowstorm happened in January. It just stayed around for too long. And it also, I don't know about you guys, but like when it first snows, it's beautiful, it's silent, it almost sparkles, like, okay, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it gets dirty, it turns into like mucky shit, and it just like gets in the way of everything. And I'm like, ugh, not a fan. Not a fan. But Nova is really loving this. Wilson is also loving this, but he's by my feet right now. Oh, Danielle and I were also talking, and we were talking about how whenever we have like our forever home and we're like, I guess settling down is the right word. Um, we always want to have like, our big dogs because like I love a pitty mix and she loves a golden retriever, aka that's why we have Wilson and Nova, because they are our dream dogs basically. But we've been seeing so many cute small dogs, and I'm like, I kind of miss having a small dog sometimes, like a little pup that I can just like hold on to like it's a baby. I kind of miss it. So we were talking about like maybe we'll have 3 dogs as like our amount of dogs. Like we'll just have our 2 big dogs that we love, and then we'll have like a small dog for just fun. I don't know. We'll see. Because we'll see if we even have kids or not. Because that's also a conversation that her and I have had. I just can't decide if I actually would be a good mom or not. Because I absolutely love holding babies. And I love getting to like help people with their children basically. Because, I have a nephew. My friend has 2 kids. She has a 6-week-old and then like a 2-year-old. And like I love spending time with her and her babies. And then like my neighbor down the road has a 6-month-old and I love him. And then like I just feel like I love being around kids. But I like my time to myself, and I feel like having pets is like enough of a responsibility that I'm like I just don't know if I can handle having a child that I have to be responsible for like 24/7. I mean, don't get me wrong, you do have a partner that you share the responsibilities with, and like I 100% can trust Danielle that like she would be able to handle, anything that I can't for some reason. Like I know that we would both be good parents in that way. It's not that, we wouldn't be able to work together. It's just more or less thinking like, do I want to change my lifestyle? And I understand that people do say you don't have to actually change your lifestyle to have a kid. I get it, and I guess you're not wrong. But in some aspects, yes, you do. Like, I can't probably sleep in as long as I want to because the kid's not going to actually sleep in the entire time. And like, I can't probably eat whenever I want to. Like, I should probably keep a kid on a schedule. Um, at some point, they're going to want to go to school and like they're going to have to do things like after school activities or like go into sports if they want to, or and like of course I'm gonna want to like support them because I think that they should try whatever they want to. But I'm also kind of like, fuck, then I have to like change my schedule. Guess I'm not gonna be able to hang out with my friends, and I'm not gonna be able to do that. And it's like, ugh, I don't know. I just don't know. I do think it helps that it's becoming more normalized to like not have kids, but in the area that I live, like everybody, that's kind of the next step. Like everybody just has kids. So I'm like, I worry that I'm going to stop having things in common with people because their child becomes their entire life. Now, thankfully, with my friends, at least the ones that are like actually close to me that have children, they've never made their child their entire life. Don't get me wrong, they love them with their whole heart, but like they'll still talk to me about like work drama, or we'll like giggle about like old friends that we used to have, or like school time memories or something. Like they don't, it's not like they come hang out with me and they're like, oh, I have to talk about my kid 24/7. Like, okay, I have nothing to give this conversation. But regardless, I have heard from people that when and obviously Danielle and I definitely knew when we started getting serious. Like her and I both knew like this was something serious. This was major. This was like not just like a little fling. So in that aspect I knew. So I really do hope that like if kids are in our future, I hope it does come down to something where it's just like we just know, and it's like there is no holding back. Like we're just like, yep, this is what we're doing, regardless on if we adopt or like go through the IVF process. I don't know. But also, that process is so expensive. The way that I understand why it's expensive because obviously it's a lot of science involved with it. It's a lot of like medical things, and anything medical is always expensive. But like, this is kind of ridiculous to me. You're telling me that 2 people, regardless of their gender, regardless of their sex, I don't care any of that. You're 2 people are willing to put their whole life aside because they want to give their life to a child, regardless of what that child ends up being. You're telling me that someone that has had to put extra thought and stuff into it has to then go into debt to make it happen? Like, that's insane to me. But then, obviously, like, biology is a thing, and two people can randomly meet on the street and freaking have a baby the next day, basically. And those two people don't have to give a fuck about what the child is. They don't care about, like, if they even wanted a kid. They just keep them, or they, like, have them for, like, paychecks. The way that makes no sense to me. That I'm like, I know, science-wise, absolutely it makes sense. Hey, that's just how, like, the world works. That's just how our bodies conceive. But, like, people can literally have a kid that they don't care about, that they didn't want in the first place, and, you know, basically take that child and, like, maybe not ruin their life, because, like, let's hope they don't actually end up ruining their life, but, like, you never know. They definitely bring them into some pretty shitty situations, or use them just for, like, government assistance. That's wild to me, that is completely, like, legal, normal, happens, no one cares. But then two people that actually want to put money into this and, like, have really thought about it, have really prepared for this, have, like, definitely decided on, like, yes, we know exactly how we're going to raise our child, those people can't easily access it. Like, that is so sad to me. And I understand people say, oh, well, you know, adoption's an option, like, go adopt. You're right. You're totally right. But also, adoption is a pain in the ass, apparently, from what I've heard. Like, it's a whole process, and you may not even, like, end up getting, this sounds really like wrong, but, like, you may not end up getting what you wanted to begin with. So it's just like, what is even happening? It's just wild to me. And it makes me so sad, like, now being, you know, I'm almost 30, and now looking at people my age that are, you know, either having kids, or people, I know people that have struggled to have kids at my age, and them wanting this, and again, like, deciding that this is their entire life. Like, that's what I want to be a parent, and, like, I'm ready to bring a child into this world, and all they want to do is give the best to this child, and they can't easily have it, or easily access it. But then people access it, whatever. But then people can just be like, oh, willy dilly, oopsies, I don't really want this thing, but whatever. And then that poor kid ends up being in a situation that is, like, either not safe, not, like, healthy. It makes me sad. Oop, more motorcycles. I'm sorry, I pause every time that they go by. I'm just afraid that you won't be able to hear me, and I am not screaming into this little microphone. This little mic is cute, but, like, I'm not screaming. So, yeah, it just seems like a little, like, unfair. I mean, I understand the world itself is unfair, but it seems very unfair that, like, some of the people that would be the absolute best parents are the ones that don't have access to becoming the best parent. Like, that makes me so sad. And then I've met people that have too many kids, or even if they did have, like, just one kid, they already fucked up. And then that kid is going to be raised in a world that is basically just failing them, because that person was not ready to be a parent, or was not wanting to be a parent in the first place. Like, I know this is definitely not how it should be, but I almost feel like we should have to take tests and have background checks before you even decide to fucking have a child. Like, this is insane to me. I don't care if you biologically can just do it. Hey, guess what? You're not going to be a good parent, so, like, let's not ruin a child's life. Whatever. That's my rant for the week, I guess. Anyway, this upcoming week is going to be hopefully good. It's going to be pretty busy, I think, for me. I got to get blood work done. I'm on, like, borderline diabetes, like, watch, basically, where I had to get blood work drawn, and then we had, like, a 3-month period, and then I had to get blood work drawn again, and we kind of compared the results. Within those 3 months, I did work on eating habits and, you know, things like that. And then now it's been 6 months since my last appointment, so he kind of just wants to, he be my doctor, wants to just double check that I'm still on, like, the right schedule, per se, and that I'm going in the right direction. So I got to do that at some point this week. I have therapy this week. My fiance and I are going to visit her mom and her sister and the rest of the fam this week. Next weekend on Saturday, we have a venue tour that I'm so excited about. I've literally been waiting to go see this venue since like January. Basically, it's just never worked out schedule wise, and because Danielle is on call on certain weekends, we just can't travel that far when she's on call. And this one's like on the other side of I think it's in Lidditz maybe. So it's like a decent amount away. So we're gonna have to probably just make a full little day trip out of it. But I'm super down. I'm really excited. I'm just so excited to kind of focus on her and I's wedding. So these little venue tours are just so exciting because it's just her and I. We get to like really start to envision things and like talk about things and like I don't know, it's just nice to like write things down. And also it's been way easier than I expected, which I definitely have said this before, but it's been so much easier. Jesus, that car is so loud for no reason. It's been so much easier than expected because her and I will basically we'll see if things are really vibing with us basically. I don't even know how to describe it, but I mean, I guess it is like a you know when you know kind of thing because we have full on walked into a place and just been like, nope, that's not it. Like I don't even care you show me the like prices. This is just not the vibe we want to go with. And that's fair. I mean, gosh, everybody wants something differently, so it's not like the place is like, oh my god, tear it down. This is a terrible idea. Like it's gonna be someone else's dream, I'm sure, but it's just not ours. Hi, Nova Girl. Welcome back to the podcast. She's not a very good co-host. This girl just keeps deciding. Ow. Okay, first off, watch where you walk. Um, she will not calm down. She cannot decide what kind of opinion she wants to give, and I'm offended by it. Just kidding. I love her. I love her. I love Wilson. I love our pups. They are our entire lives. And yet I also do love though that they can kind of take care of themselves when it comes to like entertainment. It's kind of great. Anyway, so yeah, next weekend's that venue tour, and then we have the photo shoot on Sunday, and I'm excited for that. I get to wear a wedding dress, which is so exciting. I don't think it's gonna be a wedding dress that I would even be interested in, like for my wedding. So I think if anything, that also kind of excites me because I'm like, sure, I'll throw on a dress I don't think I'm gonna love. Why not? Kind of sounds fun. Because like regardless, I get to play princess for a day, and that's my dream. Who doesn't want to play princess for a day? I straight up, when I was younger, I definitely thought if I could have a dream life, it would be like a princess or like, oh my god, Hannah Montana. I straight up thought I was going to be her. I was like, wow, I sing so well and like everyone's gonna love me. And then I was like, I'm gonna become famous, but like I don't want to become famous in the way that everyone knows me because I do like my privacy in some aspects. So I was like, oh, so you're telling me if I throw on a wig and put on like a full face of makeup, then I'm totally different. I don't know, kind of fun. I have definitely still thought about just buying a wig for fun. I mean, god, they're like $20 on Amazon. I'm not saying it has to be a good wig. And just like saying fuck it. It kind of sounds fun. And like, I don't know, going out and just being a different person, kind of fun. Especially if we did it on like, and by we I mean like Danielle and I. Like, don't get me wrong, she's not gonna throw on a wig or anything. She loves her short hair. But can you imagine we just like go out in public somewhere we don't know? Like, say we go on vacation somewhere and we just act like two different people. Like, who cares? Kind of fun. I feel like grown-ups don't get to play dress up anymore. Like, come on. It's fun. Let's play dress up. Let's pretend we're someone else. Let's just have a good time and then laugh about it later because life is just like, no, it's not worth being that serious about. You gotta have some whimsy in life. You gotta have some fun. And I'm all for it. So I think that that would be a fun time. Like I said, I don't think Danielle would be super into it, but I would be into it. I think it'd be funny. Anyway, it is, again, end of March. We're headed into April. It is, I love springtime. I used to say spring was actually my favorite season because, like, it's when things are getting warmer. And I do love seeing things bloom. Like, we have a tree right outside of our house, kind of near where we park the cars that's blooming right now. And it just makes me so happy to see things be, like, new and fresh and, like, I love it. I love it so much. So I guess we're all coming out of our winter depression era. I love that for us. We are growing, we are loving life, and we're doing our best. Um, let's hope that this recording worked. Again, I do apologize. It's only audio, it is not video, but I don't know. This is what was easiest for me. Like I said, I'm not feeling the greatest in the way of like feeling myself. I don't feel pretty right now. And you know what? I don't feel like you need to see me to hear my words. So get over it. Like if you're not going to listen because you won't see my face, get over it. You can hear my voice. We can still chat. Leave me some comments. I don't know. Do something. I just dropped my mic. In not a serious way. Mic drop. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys have the best week ever. I hope that you guys enjoy the nice weather while we have it. And yeah, keep moving your body. And don't forget to stretch. Stay hydrated. And I think I just said hydrated. Jesus Christ, my stuttering? I freaking can't. Anyway, love you, queens. Bye!